Sometimes there are movies that get a small release, and they're good movies, and I miss out on them. But then Oscar season comes around, and these movies get a lot of buzz, and then they get a wider release. Now I get to check them out and see what I've been missing, which is apparently a lot. Silver Linings Playbook. So Silver Linings Playbook stars Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper, and it's ultimately a dramedy. Bradley Cooper just gets out of the feed farm because he kind of lost his shit, he lost his cool, and he did something. Now he's been in therapy because he's bipolar, and then he gets out and he meets Jennifer Lawrence, who is also bipolar. And I gotta say, this is the most accurate and realistically relatable bipolar representation I've ever seen in a movie. You always hear about bipolar people, and then you watch this movie and you're like, I know a couple of bipolar people. So you watch this movie and you watch these people interact and you're like, oh, this is enjoyable and relatable, remarkably relatable. And as much as everyone loves this movie, it gets you to think, maybe we all have a bit of crazy in us. It's not just them, it's like everyone in this movie has a social aspect to them that is flawed. Like really flawed, like and to the point where you're like, psychologically speaking, you have an issue. Then you realize you're like, but that's like this person I know, or that's like that person I know, or that's like me. And that's really what I can say about this movie. This movie makes you go, mankind, people, we're all just a bunch of nuts trying to make our way in the world. Some more crazy than others, but ultimately, yeah, we're all just kind of nuts. However, for Jennifer Lawrence, I was like, yeah, you're kind of crazy and bipolar, but you know, I think it's workable. You start making excuses because when that chick is playing bipolar, you start going, okay, you know, I can work with this though. If you ask me, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. She's never been hotter, and that's what I'm saying, and that's the baffling part about it. As much as I don't put up with weird drama, and as crazy as she is, I'm looking at her in this movie going, I could deal with that, but I really couldn't. She would annoy the shit out of me. We want to talk about supporting actors stealing the show. Holy shit, Robert De Niro. You know, De Niro is just kind of, he's De Niro now. You put De Niro in a movie now, and he's just like, the point is, you know, he's Robert De Niro. He's gonna be good and he's going to be De Niro. But this movie's one of those movies where he's like, no, sometimes you gotta take the kids to school. Let me show you how a supporting actor does it. And in this movie, he's OCD, you know, everything has its system and he's just like, no, this has to be this. And then he overreacts and then he starts putting it on Bradley Cooper's shoulders. You get to walk out of this movie going, hey, I know 3 bipolar people. All right. It's not even a bad thing. You can go to them and be like, there is a reason you annoy me. I actually have a reason now. You're bipolar. I'm giving you a break by telling you that. And then they'll get pissed at you and punch you. Because that's what Jennifer Lawrence would do in this movie. That's how I know that. Silver Linings Playbook was heartfelt. The interaction between the characters is fantastic, real and relatable, and the dialogue's really good. It's one of those movies I can't think of a lot of negatives to say about the movie. In fact, I don't think I can think of any negatives. This movie would have been on my top 10 of the year. It's like the 50-50 of this year. Only thing, I saw it in January now, so that's done. There's no going back, and I don't look back. I move on. I press on with life. Excelsior. And all I loved about this movie and walked away going, that was genuinely good. I gotta say, Silver Linings Playbook is awesome-tacular. So what's your favorite dramedy? Not quite comedy, not quite drama, dramedy, you know, like the heartfelt movie that has humor in it and you connect with it and it's nice and it's not boring as shit, although you think it should be. Whatever it may be, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.